you have your 5 minutes.
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Paolo, and we are going to be talking about social TV for 5 minutes. What is social TV? It is basically the coming together of a social network and a TV channel. And why is it that we're talking about social TV? It's because the market is changing, and it's giving us great opportunities. So let's look at the numbers from the market. In Italy, 65% of the teenagers, when they watch TV, they're doing that with a laptop open on their lap. And normally they are on Facebook. In US, apparently, 86% of the mobile web users, that is people that own a mobile web device, like a smartphone, when they are watching TV, they're also online. Sorry, the slide didn't go through. And if we look at the Italian market, Italy is a market in the world with the highest number of hours spent on Facebook per person per month. And at the same time, again, is a country where there is the highest penetration of these devices. So we're looking at the market where the social network, the connectivity online and in mobility is very present. So Italy could be a market where new things develop in the area of social TV. So for this target, the teenagers that are not finding a lot of appeal in the current television offer, we have created a product that is called I Like. It's a new channel, it's a new model, and it's something where you have the opportunity to interact with the shows and at the same time interact with the other people that are watching together with you. Let's see a clip of a minute that shows how it works.
You'll never watch TV the same way again. Get ready. Introducing the Social TV. Now you can join the show, share with the other viewers, connect with new friends. Welcome to I Like TV. Join the show. Express your vote. Write a comment. It could appear live on TV. Share with the other viewers in real time. Post a message. Upload a picture. Reply to a comment. Make new contact. Click I Like on their profile and connect with new friends. Collect the highest number of I Likes, win the contest, and be on TV. Be a star. It's so simple. What are you waiting for? I Like TV. The social network finally goes on air. Watch I Like TV on Sky Channel 142 or on the digital terrestrial TV. To interact, use your laptop, your tablet, or your smartphone. I Like TV. Your shows, your friends.
So basically, we're talking about a product that is two things. It is a linear channel on the regular television system, and a secondary screen, the second screen, that is your device, could be the mobile, could be the laptop, on which you do the social interaction. And the first product is already on air, on TV, in Lazio region, on the digital terrestrial. It's our test. And the platform that we developed in-house is already there as a prototype, and you can check it on the site. The market we're looking at is a huge market. We're looking at a fraction, a minuscule fraction of that market. This is the competition we're looking at. I Like TV is not the only product on the market that does social TV, but if you compare it to what is there on the market, that is the only one sitting on that corner where we have the ownership of the channel that transmits and broadcasts the content and the ownership of the application that sits on the web. This is a company. The team is composed by 4 people that work full-time, 100% dedicated for the 4 main departments of the company, plus another 4 people that work part-time for us. And that is the list of our advisors. And as you can see, they come all from the industry, from people who created the MTV advertising side, or who know about startups, or who create channels on TV. This is an overview of the numbers. We can look into that in details later. And this is where we are today. We expect 3 rounds. The first one is 1 million to launch the satellite channel, then the digital, and then expansion abroad. And this is where we are today. So round 1 is almost completed. We are 90% complete, and this is how we spend the money. And that's the end. You can check out the site and give us feedback because it's a beta, so we would be very happy to have your impressions. Thank you.
First question. From whom? Davide Turco.
Can you please give us some more detail about the revenues model and business plan in general?
Sure. I had a slide yesterday that was showing the full picture in the biggest details, but it was too complex and probably too ugly to show, so I thought this was probably more agreeable. These are the numbers. The first year is 3 million euro of revenues, and as you can see, the blue part is the traditional sales. So 70% of the sales are coming, revenues are coming from advertising sales. That is pubblicità tabellare, as we say in Italian, so the commercials, the spatial projects, and the web ads. The green part is the where the future of the company is going to be laying, as you can see from the growth. And that is the sales to the end users, which is basically chat, app sales, the applications, SMS premium for some services that require mobility, and freemium services in a minor part. As you can see, the growth we expect, the first year we don't consider as a real year. From the second year, which is like more status, where we reach, the wheel is running full speed, 6 million we expect to grow 3 times in 4 years, and 2.5 is the growth of the traditional sales, and 3.7, almost 4. So most of the growth is coming from the sales to the end users, because we are a social network after all. In terms of EBIT, profitability, you can see that we are going to get stable around 20%, a little bit north of that. And that is because we acquire a certain economy of scale, and this is more or less what the market has in terms of profitability.
Any other questions?
It's a pretty cool idea. Can you clarify a potential showstopper that is the access to the spectrum, so meaning digital terrestrial spectrum and satellite? I guess you have to rent frequencies or take a partnership with someone.
Yes, very good question. I appreciate that. Gives me the opportunity to talk about the 3 steps. The first one will be the launch on the satellite. That is, you buy the satellite bandwidth, which for a channel like this that is running at 2.5 mega or 3 mega bit per second, it's around 300,000 euro per year. So this is something that we can afford, and that's why we launch, and with 1 million raising of capital, we are able to do that. The second round is needed because when you want to go digital terrestrial nationwide, you need to buy frequency, and that costs anything between 3 million to 5 million euro. One way to do that, and we already started, is to do what people call crossage. So we do deals with local TVs that transmit in a region. We already closed one with Lazio, that's why we are doing the test there. And then we are about to close another one with 3 big regions in Italy, and 2 other are in the pipeline. If we are able to close that, so we are not talking about it, and it's not in the business plan because until it's not signed, we don't like to put the numbers in it. The deal is that we give the signal in exchange of the frequency, so we give content 24 hours, exchange of frequency, and we share the revenues from advertising, measuring with Auditel what is the audience in Piemonte versus the total national satellite. And this is a deal that apparently TVs are happy to make.
You got your question from Twitter, so you're winning the Twitter contest so far.
Okay. The first one is from Perugini, and he asks what's the difference between your service and Gomiso?
Very good. I don't know Perugini, but he asked a very smart question. I wonder if he's here.
He's a very smart man. He will be here in this afternoon.
And how can he ask a question if he's not sitting here?
He's following via the live streaming.
Very good. We are technically advanced. RCS
sure.
Media Group.
Not just you, so you know.
No, but of course we are. We hope one day to make deals with these guys. So Miso, as you can see in the yellow square right here. Mr. Perugini cannot hear me if I'm not speaking. If I don't speak in the phone, in the thing. This is an application that sits on the web that lets people interact, like a sort of a social network, like Facebook. When I watch Grey's Anatomy sitting in my home, I can connect to Miso, check in Grey's Anatomy, and talk with you sitting in your home. So we are virtually in the same room. But I don't control the content when Miso as a company doesn't control the content that is on TV because they are only there. They own the web part. So all the people in the yellow square do that. In the blue square where we are, we control the web and we control the content. So we are able to have your interaction go on screen, and your interaction can influence what is going on screen. The only example today of something like this is in New Zealand, is the channel U. The URL is UTVNZ, where they do for 3 hours a day something very similar to what we're doing. It's a limited thing on a limited audience, of course, it's New Zealand. But there it's actually an interaction between the web, it's a Facebook joint venture, and the television set. So the blue screen is where we see our real competitors. I don't know if I explained my point. Otherwise, I like .tv, you find my contact, and we can talk about it.
I think there are millions of people that want to get in contact with McDreamy and Meredith from Grey's Anatomy. Yes, Rafa? So the last question from Twitter?
Quick question from Eta. Where do you get content?
The content, great question. We produce and buy content. In a year, we do 400 hours. For people who are in the business, they know this is more or less the average. A channel like Current was doing 150 hours a year. A channel like Real Time is probably around 650, right? 400 is the average. The 400 hours we produce and buy are 40% produced by us, 60% we buy. And if you're interested in seeing what is on air, you can check our YouTube site through the ilike.tv URL. You can go on the YouTube site and see all the content that is on air.
Okay.